Good morning. I am hijacking LionDesk's Insta Stories for the day. I'm going to teach you and show you a bunch of tips and tricks of all things that I wish I would have known when I started using LionDesk back in 2017. So stop by and we're going to have a bunch of fun, so let's go. So a quick introduction before we get started. My name is Lauren Queen. I'm rounding out my 5th year as a producing agent. The past 3 years I've spent at Realty Group in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. Last year and a half I've been on the Pinnacle team. And I am the director of platforms. And so what that means is when we're introducing a new platform or working with our existing platforms, so LionDesk, of course, YLopo, listings to leads, call actions, Sisu, Facebook ads, whatever it is, I want to take it, dissect it, and then teach the agents the most important parts so that they can implement quickly into their business without spending a ton of time having to learn a whole new platform. Because we want the agents to spend their time where it matters most, and that's in front of other people, creating and nurturing those relationships. Let's go. So the very first thing I wish I would have known when I got into the real estate business was how important it was to have a clean, organized database in one place. This is the thing I push probably most with our agents, and I do ride them pretty hard on this because I know it's really important, is to get their database up, running, clean, put into LionDesk, organized, so they can not just use LionDesk as a database management platform and system, but then leverage it into automations and integrate other cool things. So they're staying in front of people without having to put in a lot of behind the scenes time doing that. Sit down, get it done once, and then you're good to go. I created a CSV file and I'm more than happy to share it with you. I kind of mimicked version 2's upload fields. So if you want it, I'm more than happy to share it with you. I'll post a picture of it as well. Tip number 2 is going to be making sure that you are taking advantage of getting a custom text number through LionDesk. If you're not using something like call action to utilize the ability to automate text messages through drip campaigns and having a place for the leads or your sphere to be able to text you back, it's so crucial to do it. Just trust me on this. I wish I would have done it a long time ago. I get all of our agents signed up on the Pro Plus account because it's so important to be able to text message with them. I'd say 90 to 95% of our communication with new leads, existing leads, and everybody really is through text message. Tip 3 will be for people that already are using this and know what I'm talking about. I'll scroll through some of my text messages and I'll video it and post it for you. It's so incredible. I have people asking for appointments. Here's what day is going to work best for me. I want to talk to someone at 3:30 today. So when I was ISAing, I was kind of a passive ISA in a sense, right? Doing all this plus having the time to Hi guys, I am back from lunch, quick lunch at my desk. I wanted to talk next, not necessarily a tip or a trick, but if you're thinking about starting a team or bringing in an ISA, I said earlier that we just brought one in. LionDesk makes it super easy to run teams out of one main account. So within this main account, I can log in and then see all 33 of our sub-accounts. 3 of those are different lead accounts that I've created based off of a lead source and how I want it to come in and keep them organized. I'm going to put my camera around here so you can kind of see all the different sub-accounts. So if you're thinking about bringing in an ISA or starting a team, don't worry, it's super easy. They make it super convenient. I can log into each account, see it in real time. Also makes it really, really simple for auditing, for running reports, all the things that I do on a weekly basis. I can do super easy. So I'll show you what it looks like in the sub admin account. So if you've never seen it, quick view, this is the sub account. This is the main login, so then I can go to this little tab up here and see all of the agents and all of the accounts I have at a glance. I can then go to actions and log into version 1 or 2 or give them a password reset if it's needed. So I'm going to log into one and kind of show you around team settings. So I've just popped into our ISA's account. I was talking about those 3 other lead accounts that I have set up. This is her own personal account that she works out of every day. You can see right now she has 311 total contacts, but if I want her to have access to those other 3 lead accounts with the different lead sources, I've set up those rules under settings, and I just would click this button then, include team members' contacts, and now she has over 2,300. Super simple. So if you're on a team, take advantage of these great features that they have already rolled in here. Go to settings if you want to update or create any new lead team settings. Right here, this entire section is already built out for you. Super simple. There you go. Create your team, decide how you want it to be distributed, and it's super easy to use. Okay, tip number 3, lead gen. All right, we take it very seriously at the Pinnacle team, and we hit it hard, and we are incredibly cognizant of 2 very specific things. One being that we know our lead gen is only as good as our follow-up, and 2, that you can never be more motivated than your client or your lead, right? So Calendly has been huge for us. I'm sure at some point you've signed up for an appointment with someone and you use their Calendly link. When you have a lead come in, they're not all going to be transactional. Some are going to be at the top of your funnel. They're going to be aspirational. We have to meet them where they're at. And peppering in a 15-minute Calendly link throughout your drip campaigns, whether it be text message or email. I mean, talk about automating your automation, right? Setting that up for them to let them come to you and say, okay, now I'm ready. Because oftentimes people raise their hand, hey, they request information, but then they say, I'm not interested, which means not right now, or you haven't given me enough information for me to make a move on something. So that's been great for us. Quick 15-minute conversation. It opens the door for them to say, hey, I'm available now. You can catch me at 3 o'clock on Thursday. Perfect, because you're going to be available. You created the calendar, probably during your time-blocked lead gen time, and you guys can then create the conversation. And it's really been big for us. So Calendly, I think you can get a free subscription. You can also get a $10 subscription. You can then pair it and integrate it with your Zoom. So it's awesome. Check it out. Calendly.com. Lead gen. Okay, I'm gonna go on record. That document link that I just shared, the tab, that has to be one of my favorite, probably most underrated features in LionDesk. I do a lot of formatting, and I sometimes run into issues with having JPEGs or PDFs or whatever it is, and I need a URL link. So I'll host it in there, and it spits it out perfect, right? So again, Pinnacle team, we started a movement. It was born out of COVID, and we've been able to give back in a big way, and we're really proud of it. And it was picked up by our local news station just last week. It's called Moving Minnesota Together, and we've been paying first month's mortgage for anyone that buys or sells with us. And it was great. Wanted to do an ad out in Facebook with, of course, knowing that that link isn't going to work. I formatted the video in a few different ways and then threw it into documents, and out pops this URL that worked perfectly. Point being, think bigger and think deeper, and LionDesk is so much more than just database management. And when you really have everything in order and you're really ready to rock and roll, you can do so many great things, and this platform has really set you up for success. And so yeah, super grateful that we use it. Use the documents tab. I use it all the time. So that's, I guess, maybe my last tip for the day. So yeah, I'm on record saying that that's one of my favorite pieces of LionDesk. So, documents. Well, thank you, LionDesk, for having me, letting me hang out with you guys today. I don't know if my Insta Stories cut off at one point. If they did, hey, I'm new to Insta Stories today, so I tried. It was fun. In a nutshell, though, get your database in order. You're not going to blame yourself at any point for having a really good CSV file. 2, spring for the custom text number. You won't regret it. 3, get a Calendly link, throw it into your follow-up, into your text messages, into your emails, just sprinkle it everywhere. Meet people where it's. And 4, documents. That one surprised me too, but it's so true. I use it for everything. It's not just necessarily real estate related. Like, it's a great feature to have. And then Teams, if you're going